Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of corporate filings to show you what is really going on behind the spreadsheets. Today, we're diving into a report from ASP Isotopes Inc, and let's just say there is a bit of a shuffle at the top that might be more than just a friendly game of musical chairs. Before we jump in, if you're here for plain English takes on complex financial news, make sure you're subscribed. Also, we have a growing community over on Discord, linked in the description, where we chat about all things business and investing. So, ASP Isotopes Inc, this is a company that deals in, well, isotopes, which are basically different versions of the same element. Think of it like different flavors of the same ice cream scoop, but for atoms they're filing a Form 8K, which is basically a report for big, unexpected events that shareholders need to know about right away. This particular filing is all about some changes in their leadership. It seems their founder and executive chairman, Paul Mann, is stepping back into the chief executive officer role. He had taken a medical leave, and during that time, Robert Ainscow stepped in as the interim chief executive officer. Now, Mr. Mann is set to return to the CEO position on the 19th of January 2026, and Mr. Ainscow will continue as the Chief Operating Officer. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so the CEO is coming back from leave, big deal. But what's interesting here is how it's framed. They point out that Mr. Mann's transition back has no special agreement with anyone else that led to this. This is important because it suggests Hes returning based on his qualifications and the company's needs, not because of some behind-the-scenes deal. Also, they specifically mention that the company hasn't changed any plans, contracts, or awards in connection with his return. This usually means there are no new bonuses or special perks tied to him taking back the CEO reins, which can sometimes be a red flag if not handled transparently. ASP Isotopes Inc is traded on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC under the ticker symbol ASPISO. If you're an investor, this is a key piece of information about their public standing. Interestingly, the company identifies itself as an emerging growth company. This means they have some flexibility in certain reporting requirements, which can be a big deal for smaller companies navigating the complex world of public markets. They have also chosen not to opt out of the extended transition period for new or revised financial accounting standards. This essentially means they can adopt new accounting rules later than other companies, giving them more time to prepare. The specific item in this 8K is 5.02, which deals with changes in directors and key officers. This is where you'd typically find information about who's in charge and any compensation adjustments that come with leadership changes. While this filing doesn't detail compensation, it confirms the executive switcheroo. Looking at the signatures, we see Donald G. Ainscow signing off as Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Secretary. This is a bit of a twist, as Robert Ainscow is mentioned as the interim CEO and co. It's possible Donald is a different executive, or perhaps Robert holds multiple roles. But it adds a layer to the company's inner workings. So, what does this all mean for ASP Isotopes Inc? Primarily, it signals a return to the founder's leadership as the company navigates its path forward. This can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, the founder often has a deep vision and passion for the company. On the other hand, leadership transitions. Even a return after a leave can introduce uncertainty. Investors often watch these closely. The way they've handled the announcement emphasizing transparency around Mr. Mann's return and the lack of new compensation arrangements is a positive sign amidst the change. It suggests a deliberate and cautious approach to bringing their founder back to pilot the ship. There are no explicit financial tables found in this specific 8K filing, which is common for this type of report that focuses on specific events like officer changes. However, the stability and continuity of leadership are critical foundations for any company's financial performance and future strategy. In conclusion, ASP Isotopes Inc is seeing its founder return to the CEO seat, aiming for a stable and experienced hand at the helm. While the lack of detailed financial data in this particular report means we can't do a deep dive into numbers today, the leadership aspect is crucial. The company's direction will heavily depend on how Mr. Mann's reassumption of his duties impacts operations and strategy. A key risk to watch would be how the market perceives this transition, and whether the company can maintain its growth trajectory under a returning leader. Alright, that is our breakdown of ASP Isotopes Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on leadership changes like this? Do you see them as a positive sign of stability or a potential point of concern? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button. It tells us you want more of this content. And of course, subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. Don't forget to join the conversation on our Discord server. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.